The chrome on Jax's handlebars gleamed under the late afternoon sun as dust swirled in the diner's gravel lot. Inside, the air carried stale coffee and fried onions, but today something felt sour, off. In a corner booth sat a girl, maybe 8, in a pink t-shirt. Pale blonde hair pulled painfully tight. She traced tiny patterns on the cracked vinyl seat, but her eyes darted constantly, to the man at the counter, the door, the parking lot window. A trapped bird scanning for escape. The man was immaculate, crisp shirt, rigid posture. He paid cash with flat, precise bills. Jax pegged him as the father. The girl's back straightened whenever he glanced her way. Jax sipped his coffee slowly. He was just passing through on his ride back to the Seraphim Angels clubhouse, but his instincts screamed. The low hum that warned of slick roads or brewing bar fights now roared like a siren. The man returned to the booth, placed a hand on the girl's shoulder. She flinched, barely visible, gone in an instant. His fingers dug in too hard. "Did you move?" Quiet, but a command. She shook her head, eyes on the salt shaker. "No, Daddy." "Good girl." They headed for the door. As they passed Jax's table, her sneaker snagged a chair leg. She stumbled. Her sock slipped, revealing a sleek black band strapped above her ankle. Modern, expensive, not some cheap parole monitor. Time slowed. The diner's noise faded. Only that band and her eyes meeting his. Wide, pale blue, filled with silent screaming. No mischief, no defiance, just resignation and a desperate plea. Her lips barely moved. "Daddy counts my steps." The man's grip tightened. He tugged her out. The doorbell jingled mockingly cheerful. Jax sat frozen, mug heavy in his hand. Those words echoed, a simple, horrifying fact. For 3 days he lingered at the diner, making excuses to his club brothers, bike trouble, bad cravings. Same booth, same bad coffee, watching the door. Nothing. Doubt crept in. Maybe a high-tech parenting tool. But her eyes couldn't be explained away. On the 4th day, 4:15 p.m., the black sedan pulled in, parking far from other cars. Jax's heart thumped hard. Marcus, he'd caught the name, guided the girl inside, hand hovering at her back with constant pressure. Ordered without asking. Milk, grilled cheese, no crust for her, water for him. He cut the sandwich into 16 perfect squares. She ate slowly, fork precise, eyes down. Marcus checked his phone constantly, swipe, glance, back to her. An app linked to the ankle band, counting steps, tracking location. A digital warden. Jax's stomach turned to lead. When they left, he followed at a distance on his bike. The sedan drove perfectly controlled, turning onto a long unpaved road through thick woods. A high black iron fence appeared, electronic gate. Marcus punched a code, the gate closed behind them with a metallic thud. Jax killed the engine, staring. Not a home, a fortress compound. That night at the clubhouse, amid blasting music and laughter, Jax carried the woods' silence straight to Bear's office. Bear, the massive president, listened without interrupting as Jax laid it out. Diner, girl, flinch, ankle monitor, whisper, compound. Bear called in Gizmo, the club's tech genius. Jax repeated the story. Gizmo pulled up specs on high-end trackers, GPS, geofencing, step limits, remote mic. Military grade. If she exceeded steps or left the zone, Marcus's phone pinged instantly. He could listen anytime. The room chilled. Marcus wasn't protecting her, he was imprisoning her. Bear met Jax's eyes. "You sure, son? I saw a prisoner asking for help." Bear roared one word, church. The clubhouse fell silent. 174 members turned. Doors locked. Jax told them everything. Rage built, quiet, simmering. Top rule, you don't hurt children. Bear spoke. This man built an invisible cage for a little girl. Right here, in our town. We don't look away. Vote. All in favor of getting her out. One unified, I, shook the walls. Unanimous. Gizmo dug intel, satellite shots, security brand, backdoor access. Marcus worked from home, mandatory Zurich video call Thursdays 8 to 9 p.m. Their window. Thursday night, starless sky. No drinking, no music, just preparation. 175 bikes checked. They rolled out quietly, staggered groups. A mile out, engines off. They pushed the heavy machines down the dirt road in silence, only gravel crunch and chain whispers. A ghostly tide. At the gate, Gizmo hacked the keypad. Soft click. Gate open. Bikes formed a suffocating crescent around the sterile house. Bear, Jax, Tiny, and Stone approached the door. Bear knocked. Solid, final. Marcus opened, headset on, irritated. What is it? Then he saw Bear. Froze. Looked past to chrome glinting in moonlight, hundreds of silhouettes. Control shattered into raw fear. We're here for the girl, Bear said calmly. Marcus sputtered about police, trespassing. Bear stepped inside. Tiny and Stone blocked the doorway. A small sound from the stairs. Lily in pajamas, pale, wide-eyed. She spotted Jax, the diner man who'd seen. Lily, go to your room. Marcus yelled, voice cracking. Jax stepped forward, eyes only on her. Held out his hand. It's okay. We're here. You don't have to count your steps anymore. Her chin trembled. She descended, hesitant, then steady. Marcus lunged. Tiny and Stone pinned him. Lily reached Jax, placed her cold hand in his rough one. Absolute trust. Gizmo knelt, snipped the band with electronic cutters. It fell, clattering softly. Lily exhaled, a long, shuddering breath held for years. She looked free. Police arrived quietly, club lawyer tipped them. Marcus contained, black plastic on floor, 175 witnesses. It unraveled fast. Marcus, distant cousin, custody after her parents' crash, trustee of her inheritance until 21. Control wasn't protection, it was guarding his future money. Isolation, terror, digital prison to break her will. The angels stayed. Honor guard at CPS. Silent warning, Marcus wouldn't get near her. Lily went to a vetted foster couple on a farm. Jax visited constantly, porch swings, stone skipping, diner trips where she ordered strawberry milkshakes and pancakes. Ate with pure joy. Years passed. The Martins adopted her formally. Pale silent girl became vibrant, laughing young woman. The angels remained her family, uncles in leather. Showed up for plays, graduation, cheers drowning the crowd, taught her tire changes, self-defense, lie detection. At 18, clubhouse party, balloons, banner, happy birthday, Lily. Bear toasted, voice thick, she came as a whisper. Taught us the quietest voices need hearing most. Real freedom means never counting steps again. Roar of approval. Later, outside under stars, Jax gave her a silver angel wing pendant. So you always know we're with you. She hugged him tight. Thank you for listening. One instinct, one whisper, spark that summoned an army. Heroes sometimes wear leather, ride chrome, and their power is simply paying attention.